Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am your IYS English teacher for class 10. Yes, can you listen to me? Raise your hands. Is my voice clear to you all? Please raise your hands. Yes. Okay, so Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now lower your hands. Lower your hands, okay? So today we are going to start a new topic, and this is a poem, and the topic is Little Things. Okay. So this is your poem, Little Things. This poem is written by Julia Carney. This poem is written by Julia Carney. 1823 is the year in which she was born, and 1908 is the year in she died. She was an American verse writer. She was born in Boston and she died in the year 1908. Not much is known about her. This poem was first published in 1845. It is a simple children's song to explain that even little things are important. Okay, so before reading the poem, first I'll give you the basic theme of this poem. Okay, listen to it carefully, all of you. Okay, there are some instructions before that. Don't raise your hands and don't ask questions in between the lecture. As soon as I finish my lecture, you can raise your hands and you can ask your questions. Okay. First, listen to the explanation first. Okay, something about the poem. The poem Little Things is an inspirational poem. Okay, inspirational means it will give you some inspiration. It will give you some new ideas. You will be able to think something new about a new aspect of life. The poem Little Things is an inspirational poem about the value of living in each moment of life. How to spend each moment of life. Through this poem, you can learn some. It has a very powerful message in it. And also about the power of small acts and kindness. The poem tells us how little things can change the world and each how each little effort matters, or each little effort has great importance in our lives. Okay, so now let's move towards the reading of the poem. Little drops of water, little grains of sand make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. Little deeds of kindness, little words of love make our world an Eden like the heaven above. Okay, so I hope it is a very simple poem, but if you try to understand it, it has a deep meaning. Okay, there are very simple words, but it has a deep meaning. Little drops of water and little grains of sand make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. Means the poetess Julia Carney is trying to say that the mighty oceans which we see all over the world, they are nothing without the little drops of water. She is focusing on the importance of little things, as I told you earlier. So she's trying to say that these little drops of water. Ashar Wasim, check your settings, beta. Check your setting. My mic and my speaker, everything is okay. So the poetess is trying to say that the mighty oceans are nothing. They will not be possible if there are no drops of water in it. Okay, so the creator has created the mighty oceans with little drops of water by combining little drops of water. And in the same way, this vast and beautiful land, this vast and beautiful world in which we are living, it is nothing without the little grains of sand. Small particles of sand, when combined together, they make a huge, a pleasant, a beautiful world in which we are living. Okay, first of all, please check your settings. Check your mic settings because here I have everything okay. Okay. So this was about the first stanza. Little drops of water make the mighty ocean, and little grains of sand make the pleasant land. Okay. So the poetess is trying to say through the first stanza that little things in the world have great importance, and little drops of water which make mighty oceans. They cannot, the mighty oceans cannot be existed, or they cannot come into existence without tiny drops of water. And this beautiful. So now let's move towards the second stanza of the poem. Little deeds of kindness, little words of love. Little deeds of kindness, little words of love make our world an Eden, like the heaven above. Okay, so I hope you all know the meaning of heaven. Heaven means paradise, and on the third line, you can see the word, the last word, Eden. Eden means a garden of paradise. Okay, in the heaven, there is a garden that is named Eden. Okay. So, in the second, through the second stanza, the poetess is trying to say that little activities of kindness, like we do small acts of kindness to help someone, or to cheer up someone, or to give happiness to someone, and sympathy, like we take care of someone who is in some problem, we take care of some poor people, we take care of some sick people. Such kind of activities we do for others can make this earth a peaceful place to live in. Okay. Little words of love and affection give comfort to others' hearts, and it can also fill our surroundings with love, peace, and harmony. In this way, we can make our lives more comfortable, and our society or the world in which we live may become a happy place to live. So, through these words, through these two stanzas, the poetess is trying to say that we should not neglect the importance of little deeds. Deeds means work. Okay? Any work which we do, whether it is good or whether it is bad, good deeds and bad deeds, it is called. Okay? Deeds means work. Whatever we do is called deed. And we should keep on doing little virtues. Okay, dear students, so I am repeating the whole poem, but before repeating, I'll give you the introduction of the poetess. Okay, so please mark down in your textbook these lines. This poem means the poem Little Things is written by Julia Carney. You will write this date. She 23 and 1908. This is her year of birth, and this is the year of death. Okay. Okay. You don't have to write. Okay, sorry. She was an American verse writer. This is important. She was born in Boston and died in 1808. This is important for the introduction of the poetess. Okay. Now delete this line. Not much is known about her. Okay. This poem was first published in 1845. Is also deleted. First sentence, second sentence, third sentence, and the last sentence will be the introduction of the poetess. Okay, so whenever you write the central idea, you have to give the introduction of the poet or poetess. So you have to delete the unimportant areas from the introduction. Okay, so now again I am reading the poem, and I'll repeat it again, the explanation again. Okay, little drops of water, little grains, little grains of sand make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. So, through the first stanza, the poetess is trying to say that all the water, all the seas, all the oceans which we have in the world is just because of little drops of water. When little drops, you also have heard, you might have heard a famous saying in Urdu, कि बूंद बूंद से दरिया बनता है. Okay, so that proverb. Okay, you also have this question in your textbook, that which proverb reminds you from the poem, which proverb do you remember? Okay, Laiba Sheikh, I am actually explaining the first stanza again. Okay, so please concentrate on the explanation. Okay, Iman Salahuddin, please wait. I'll repeat the introduction again. Little drops of water. Little drops of water. Little drops of water. Little grains of sand make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. The poetess is trying to say that. Now listen carefully, all of you, okay? In these lines, the poetess Julia Carney is focusing on the importance of little things. She says, she says that these are the little drops of water which make mighty oceans of the world. The oceans cannot come into existence without these little drops of water. In the same way, this vast and beautiful land in which we live, we can also call the world, is made up of little grains of sand. We cannot avoid the importance of little things. Their significance is unbeaten and unmatched. Means we cannot neglect little things in the life. We must always give importance to the little things which we have in our life, which we do for others, which someone other does for us. If someone other, however sad we are, and if someone says a little kind word, how happy we become, how relaxed we become. So this is the importance of little things in life, that we know the importance of little things when we gain some importance from them. Okay, we gain some benefit from them. Okay, so the poetess is trying to say that little drops of water make the mighty. Mighty means huge, vast, make the mighty ocean. And you will match the first line with the third line. Okay, little drops of water make the mighty ocean. Little grains of sand make the pleasant land. Okay, in the place of this and, you can add make here. Okay, so you will understand the actual meaning of the stanza. Little drops of water make the mighty ocean, and little grains of sand make the pleasant land. Means by joining small particles of sand, small particles of dust, the creator, means Almighty Allah, has created this beautiful world. Okay, now let's come towards the second stanza. We learn from these lines that little activities of kindness and sympathy that we do for others make this earth peaceful like an Eden. So, in these four uh, verses, the poetess has given us a huge meaning. Little deeds of kindness, little words of love make our world an Eden like the heaven above. Means if we keep on doing little deeds of kindness to help others, to please others, to give comfort to others, and to please the broken hearts of the people, and if we keep on doing, speaking words of love, words of sympathy, words of peace, to calm down the worried people, to calm down the tensed people, or to help some poor people, in this way, we can make our world an Eden. Eden means, the word meaning is given in the textbook. Eden means the garden of paradise where our first parents, Adam and Eve, lived. An Arab country has the same name, but it is spelled Eden. This is not important. Just take the first sentence in which we are getting the actual meaning of Eden. Okay, so through deeds of kindness, deeds means work. Good deeds means good work, whichever we do, and bad deeds means bad work, which we must not do. Okay, so the poetess is saying that little deeds of kindness and little words of love make our world an Eden like the heaven above. Okay, so I hope you all have understood the poem. First, let me repeat. So there is an there is a request from some students to repeat the introduction. Okay, for the introduction of the poetess, you will take the first, second, and the third sentence from the introduction. It is given on the uh, textbook, page number 13. Okay, now take the first sentence. This poem is written by Julia Carney, 1823-1908. She was an American verse writer. She was born in Boston and died in 1908. Okay. Now the fourth sentence and the fifth sentence, you will delete it. You will cut it. Again, you will take the last sentence. It is a simple children's song to explain that even little things are important. Okay, so this becomes the introduction of the poetess. Okay, students, I hope you can see it clearly. There are five questions. Okay, first question is, what do you know about the poetess of the poem Little Things? Okay, so for this you will use the introduction which I have given you. You will omit the fourth and the fifth sentence, that is nothing, not much is known about her, and not much is known about her, and this poem was first published in 1845 will be deleted. Rest of the introduction you will take as the first answer. Okay, now the second question, what message do you get from the poem Little Things? Okay, so you have to write the answer according to your